NFL Week 13 is here. It's time to do some NFL predictions. It's tough, though, because it feels like COVID can change anything on a dime. So take this episode as a time capsule. You never, like, tomorrow we could find out that the entire Patriots team has COVID and nobody can play. Like, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I know what's going to happen right now. And so far there's a bunch of games scheduled, and we know some people are missing from COVID, but we'll do the best we can. And if something changes by tomorrow, I hope you don't hate on me. The first game I want to start with is the Saints at the Falcons. This is a prove-it game for the Saints backup quarterback Taysom Hill. Personally, I am picking Atlanta to win this game because the Falcons are 4-2, by the way, under their interim head coach, Raheem Morris. They're playing very, very well. They just beat the tar out of the Raiders. And not to mention, 2 weeks ago, the Saints played the Falcons again. So it is really, really hard to beat any team twice in a 3-week span. But I especially the way the Falcons are playing, I like them. And I haven't been super impressed with Taysom Hill. So I am picking the Falcons to win this game. And even if I'm wrong, it'll be really fun to talk about what happens. And maybe Taysom Hill goes off and has like 30 touchdowns. I don't know what's going to happen. But right now, given the information, what I've seen from the last 2 games with Taysom Hill and what I've seen from the Falcons recently, I am picking the Falcons to win. The Bengals at the Dolphins, this feels like an easy one. The Dolphins are a much better team. The Bengals do not have Joe Burrow. Therefore, I am picking the Dolphins to win on Sunday. Raiders-Jets, another easy one. Not worth a whole long spiel because the Jets are terrible. Now, the Raiders were also awful last week in Atlanta. So maybe the East Coast thing they really struggle with. But I would say if I could pick a single team in the NFL for the Raiders to try to have a tune-up game to come back from a bad game against, I would pick, hey, you want to play the Jets? Because maybe you can rebound and play better against the Jets, and that's exactly who they're playing. So it's a great opportunity against the worst team in football for the Raiders to clean things up. I'm picking the Raiders to win this game. They should win. And hopefully easily, given, if the Raiders do anything that they've normally done all year other than that Raiders game last week. Now, there's a couple phenomenal games this week. The Patriots at the Chargers. This is Bill Belichick's defense against Justin Herbert. Oh, my goodness. I cannot wait to see what happens. Logic says that the Patriots are a more disciplined, better coached team. We've also seen traditionally a rookie quarterback against a Bill Belichick coached team does not do very well. But I also want to point out, this is not a normal year. Things are way less reliable. COVID's happening. And even though the Patriots should win this game, Justin Herbert feels like a wild card here. He's very, very talented. He's very explosive. He can make plays happen like that. He's got a huge arm, can run. We will see what happens. I also don't really trust Cam Newton. The Patriots should win this game. But I'm hoping it's a great game, and if it is a great game, it's all due to, in part, because of Justin Herbert's ability and talent to just create plays as a quarterback. And personally, I would love, if an upset happened here and the Chargers won, it'd be a lot of fun. I want to see Justin Herbert do very, very well, but we'll see what happens. I'm curious because, again, rookie quarterbacks normally really struggle against the Patriots. Now, another potentially fun game is the Browns at the Titans. These are 2 teams that run the ball very, very well. The weather should be decent in Tennessee. Both teams are 8-3. Both teams are very, very solid across the board. I think the Browns have a slightly better defense when healthy. I think that the Titans probably run the ball. I don't know. They both run the ball so well. You have Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, 2 quarterbacks who love play action, and maybe Ryan Tannehill's a bit more efficient and I trust him maybe more in a close game, but I don't know. We'll see what happens here. I'm not confident picking a winner of this game. It's one of the games this week where I'm just going, we'll see what happens. I'm really excited. I'm curious to see what happens. It's a great opportunity for both teams. I guess the question is, can Baker have a great game for Cleveland? Can he play very, very well? And then can the Browns defense, can they force Tennessee into 3rd and long situations where they can't run the ball with Derrick Henry on 3rd down? That is what the Browns need to do to win. They need Baker to have a great game, and their defense needs to stop Tennessee on 1st and 2nd down. Now, the Colts and Texans, oh boy, this should be really fun. I'm picking the Colts to win because they're a better team all around. But man, Texans quarterback Deshaun Watson is playing very, very well. And it's hard to pick anything. Now, his team's not very good, so I guess it's easier to pick against Deshaun Watson than normally. But I expect Deshaun Watson to make this game interesting, even though I'm picking the Colts to win. The Rams and Cardinals, it's another great game. Both teams are coming off of a bad loss where last week the Cardinals lost to the Patriots, the Rams lost to the 49ers. And the Rams have a very good defense, but I will say I'm picking Arizona to win because it's a must-win game for Arizona. They're 6-5. They cannot afford to go 6-6. And they need to win to keep their season alive. It's a must-win game at home for Arizona. I trust Kyler Murray a lot more than I trust Jared Goff. I'm picking the Cardinals to beat the Rams on Sunday. Giants at Seattle. It's hard to have faith in the Giants this week because their quarterback, Daniel Jones, hurt his hamstring. He's doubtful. He's probably not going to play, which means that Colt McCoy is going to play for the Giants against Russell Wilson in Seattle. And I'm picking Seattle to win. Their defense has been very, very strong recently. I think the Seahawks are going to do very, very well. And I like the Giants. I think they've made progress this year. Joe Judge, his team looks well coached. I mean, I have been impressed with Joe Judge, how he's done this year. But I just go, Seattle's a better team with their quarterback. It's easy to pick Seattle here. The Broncos at the Chiefs. I'm picking the Chiefs to win. I would be completely astounded if the Broncos found a way to win this game. They're injured. They have a quarterback I don't really trust in a big game. I like Drew Lock the person. The Buzz Lightyear thing is fun. He doesn't pay that great of attention to detail. And the Chiefs might be the best team in the entire NFL, so I don't see Denver, when they're not at 100%, competing with Kansas City. Kansas City should win this game at home on Sunday. Packers-Eagles. I'm picking the Packers to win. I know I'm a front runner, right? Like, it's easy to pick the team that's way better. The Eagles have been a mess this year. The Packers are 8-3. The Aaron Rodgers, they're well coached. They got some good players on defense. And it's kind of crazy how hopeless this matchup feels. Remember last year when the Eagles beat Green Bay? Now fast forward to a year later, and I go, I don't think the Eagles even have a chance to win. It's crazy. I don't know if we're going to see Jalen Hurts in this game or not. I am praying and hoping we get to watch the Eagles' backup quarterback play in favor of Carson Wentz. I don't think that's going to happen because they're paying Carson Wentz so much money. Politics matter here, but I want to watch Jalen Hurts. I think he'd run the offense better. We'll see what happens, but it's probably going to be Carson Wentz all the way and another bad loss for Philadelphia. The Lions and the Bears. I'm picking the Lions to win because I am petty. I am a petty human being. I am biased. I own it. I don't care. My show is Strong Opinion Sports. Here's a strong opinion. I refuse to put any faith into a team that has Mitchell Trubisky as their quarterback. I can't do it. I refuse. I don't want to watch Trubisky play ever again. And the Lions are decent, right? Like, I know they fired their coach, but come on, they can win. And I do know that I said this line all year about Detroit. If you give them an opportunity, they will beat you. They're not the worst team in football. They're not the Jets or they're not even as bad as the Jaguars. So I know that the Lions fired their coach, and it's like, well, of course you should pick Chicago. Do you trust Trubisky? You really trust Mitchell Trubisky? I know he actually had a game earlier this year where he had a great fourth quarter against the Lions, if I do believe. But I don't have any faith that Trubisky's going to beat the Lions. And even if he does, I am not putting any faith into a team led by Mitchell Trubisky. There are two Monday Night Football games. Number one, you have Washington at the Steelers in Pittsburgh. I'm picking the Steelers to win this game. But I'm expecting this to be a close, hard-fought game. More interesting and more close than people realize. I've been very, very impressed with Washington this year. They're well coached. They got a good defensive line. They run the ball well. They got Alex Smith at quarterback is playing very well. I mean, I think Washington is going to challenge Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh wins, but don't be shocked if this is an upset. If Washington beat Pittsburgh, I wouldn't be like, what? I'd be like, well, yeah, that's part of the course. Washington, Ron Rivera, done a phenomenal job this year, and this could be an upset. Washington at the Steelers. Number two, Bills at, Bills and the 49ers, because it's a home game technically for the 49ers. It's happening, though, in Arizona. Remember, the Cardinals play at home against the Rams on Sunday. Then on Monday, in the same stadium, the 49ers play the Bills because the 49ers, due to COVID protocol and laws, can't play games in California anymore. California, man. Oh, what a place. It's been a wild year. Whatever. The Bills are 8-3. However, I am picking the 49ers to win this game. I look at it and go, coaching matters. And I've been so impressed with what the 49ers are doing this year. And they got some of their starters back from injuries. Their defense is playing very well. I think their best quarterback is Nick Mullins. He's playing right now. Jimmy Garoppolo's still in the IR. He's just out. Probably going to trade him after the year's over. So I expect a close, interesting game no matter who wins, whether it's the Bills or the 49ers. I do think the 49ers are going to challenge Buffalo. And this is an opportunity for the Bills quarterback Josh Allen to prove himself, to say, hey, I am going to go into a game on the road and win a game I should win. Because the Bills, they're 8-3. They are a playoff team, right? And they should beat a depleted 49ers team. I'm picking the 49ers to win, but I'm leaving the door open for Josh Allen to prove everybody wrong, and not prove everybody wrong, but prove to the world who he is and how good he is. And we'll see what happens on Monday night. It should be really fun. I'm really excited for that game. The final game on Tuesday, we have the Cowboys at the Ravens. I am picking the Ravens to win. I think they would win no matter who played quarterback for them. I think Trace McSorley runs the ball very well, and it'd be interesting and exciting. And I think that also says a lot of how little I believe in Dallas. But I do believe that Lamar Jackson's going to play in this game. He's coming back from a COVID quarantine. Lamar's going to play, in my opinion. At least I'm kind of betting on that in this prediction. And the Cowboys aren't very good, man. The Ravens are well coached. They got a lot of continuity. And I believe the Ravens, they're going to beat the Cowboys on Tuesday. Even if Lamar can't play, because Drake McSorley will be their starting quarterback if Lamar cannot play, because RG3 is on the injured reserve. He got hurt. And there's that fun song. Da-na-da-na-da, Trace McSorley. My girlfriend hates it. She hates the guy's voice. I think it's a fun song. But I will say, even though Trace McSorley is like a fun meme, I don't have a lot of faith in Trace McSorley. I don't want to watch Trace McSorley against Andy Dalton. But regardless of who the quarterback is for the Ravens, they're a better football team. They're better coached, and I think the Ravens win on Tuesday against Dallas.